Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial of MySQL database administration. It's another session on backups because you know guys that backups are very important. So you should know all the ways of taking the backups. So yes, we have another way of taking the backups. This is a tool called mydumper, and it's an open source tool, and it's still managed. And they are managing it. I think the new version is mydumper 10, so you can install whatever version you want. And if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, so please subscribe and like and share. Okay, so let's continue what we are here up to. So let's continue the tutorial on mydumper. So mydumper is a logical backup tool that's like similar to MySQL dump, but yes, it has some advantages over MySQL dump. And what is that it like support parallelism. So obviously this is going to speed up the things and performance, and it avoids expensive character sets, conversion routines, and has efficient code overall. And consistency, yes, it contains snapshot across all the threads and provides accurate master and slave log position and so on. So that's why. And it provides a consistent because you have the master and the slave log position, like till which position we have the backup. So that's how your backup is like more consistent. But MySQL dump does not provide this feature. So this is like taking a hand over the MySQL dump. And the next one we have is like obviously it's easier to manage. It creates some separate files. So for every table they have separate files. So if in case you want to restore a single file, like you want to load a single table, so that's going to help you with the MySQL loader. We are not going to discuss MySQL loader in this one because I have taken that part to the MySQL restore thing. So the day we will be working on MySQL restore, so I will be like working on how we can restore using MySQL load and MySQL pump, MySQL loader, and MySQL dump. So the few things we have, and obviously extra backup is coming on the list. And okay, so that's what about it. And okay, and MySQL dump is obviously right into single one file, so it's not like easy to gripping or to grab a single table and restore that. So there are some limitation on the MySQL dump. And furthermore, if you are using MySQL then the load, like the utility this is provided by MySQL and shell, which is called utility load install load schema or load table. So that utility is very useful, and that's and whatever the whatever the feature I'm talking here, they have these features. And that's I will encourage, if you are on MySQL 8, so you should use that as well. And I think it's the part of MySQL shell, so that should be like should work with MySQL 5.7 as well. I will test that and will let you know as well. So yes, you can include or exclude any database from mydumper using mydumper while taking the backup. That's using the regex statement. So that's how you can do it. I will show you the example as well. Yes, the option to kill long-term transaction that blocks the backup and all the sub-queries is also provided. Okay, from where you can install it, obviously it's an open source, so and it's managed on GitHub, so you can install it from the GitHub. This is the guy, Max Pub, he's managing this, and this is everything here which I have talked about, and this is how you can install it. But if you are using CentOS and you are using this version, then this should be 5-2. Don't go with the 5-1 that have some issues, so that's why you should go with the 5-2. And this is how you can do it. If you want to go for the further releases, then click this here. I have opened it here, and currently I think this is working 0.09, and this is the releases version till 0.095. So this how you can download it. And So before that, let me install this as well here. I have this command here, gem install, from the same GitHub repository. I took the command, and let's install it here. Okay, so this won't take long. It's a very small utility. So once this is done, we will check if this is installed or not. You can skip this part until the installation. Okay, so it's almost done, and MySQL mydumper. Okay, mydumper -- version. If you can see, this has been installed, and this says it's built in 5.7, but it still work for my version. If you see here, MySQL version is, I have this 8.0.22, so there is no big deal, it still work. Okay, let me clear the screen. Okay, so with the slide, yes. So if you want to take the backup of the full backup of your whole instance, then all you need to do is that mydumper dash provide the root, and then dash password, provide the password here, and just provide the where you want to take the backup. So once you take the backup, like all the backups have been created in this file, and it as I told you that it creates multiple files. So what happens, like how many files it create? So like for each database, it has a file which like have this create database statement, and it's like a database name dash and schema dash create.sql, and each table will have its own schema and data file. So that's how it's work. And schema file are stored as like database name, like table, and then dash schema.sql, which will contain the create table command. And then we have the data file which store all the data. It will have database name, then that table and .sql. And views are stored separately, like the schema view. And if you have routine or triggers or any procedure, then it will be stored that database name, then schema and schema post dash. That's how you can schema dash post. That's how it's gonna be done. So let me show you an example, and then it will be easy for you guys to see that what's happening here. Let's like here, I'm the current directory here. You see here /root backup. It should take the backup here, and no such file. Okay, mydumper unable to create backup. Backups. Yeah. So backups and cannot load. Okay. The problem is what we need to do is that we need to change this password here, and let me show you see what was the password we have /etc my.cnf. Okay, so this here, and let me edit this. I need to enable this etc my.cnf, and we have this one. Default authentication should be MySQL native, and okay. So let me see if these changes has been done or not. So in case you run into error like this, that I cannot load this like here, cannot load the open cache, that something like that. So you can change it. It's not that big deal. Let me do it again. If I think it should work. If it still not work, because you need to restart MySQL and system ctl restart MySQL D. Okay, it's still not working because we need to alter our MySQL user, and okay, that was okay. Let me pause it. I will tell you what we have done here. Okay, what I did is that I created this query, and then I have to provide, like, once you load your this new default authentication plugin MySQL native password, then you have to like alter your user password with identified with MySQL native password, and I provided the same password which I have stored here. So now this should work, and it will work. And if you see here, now it's work. I think unable to open underlying table, which is okay. The issue is that it does not take MySQL table, so that's another issue we have here. So okay, now use let's say MySQL and drop database noise. I don't want to use this database, so okay. Now it will take everything it has taken the database, because it's only take the table, so it does not take the MySQL MySQL tables. So things are working for you, and you guys are knowing it. And if you go here, if you see here, it will have a lot of files, because it has created files for each and every one. So if this is called, if you see bank and then table and then schema, so this means this is the file which will have create statement of the table. So that's how which you can see here. And we have a lot of files, yes. And account.sql, this will have the data file, everything the data it has, and this is the metadata. This shows that till which time I have taken the backup. So this will have the position of the binary log file. So if you see here, like here I checked it, and you see this is the binary log till have, and this is the position till I took the backup. GTID is not mentioned because I haven't enabled the GTID mode in this instance. So this is how you can see the different files here, and there are a lot of files here. And yeah, bank schema create, if you see here, this is schema create. So this will have the database command like create database bank, so and the character set and whatever it is. So this is how it's done, and these are the files and different files it will create for you. Okay, furthermore, let's discuss what else we have in mydumper. This is how I would show you that metadata I have shown you. So consistent backup, how this works. So it's take the consistent backup. So this is how it's take the consistent backup. Once you take the whole backup of your instance, and then if you want to do the recovery, the point in time recovery, then you know that till this position I have the backup, and after that you will have to use MySQL binlog to extract the data from that and load that data inside your MySQL instance to recover it till certain position you want to recover. Then we have is the taking of the backup of the single table, and this is how we can take a backup of a single table. And let me edit this, because this is the backups, not backup. I want to take the backup of a single table inside my employees, and ll dot. Let me clear this minus r full, and let me take the backup here. So if you see here, I have taken the employee table backup, and now this will be easy for you to see that how many files is created for a single backup, single table. So it's here the schema, which is create the schema for it, and then obviously the data here, and then it's the table name, like create table statement here in this file. So sorry, the database here, and then this one is employees. When employees means that it will create the this will have this create table statement and all that, and this will have all the information, all the insert statement in this one. Oh sorry, I think I double clicked. So this one have, you see here, insert into employees values and all the values it have. So from here you can see from here. So this is storing. This is how it's create the different files for you. Let me clear the screen. Okay. So next we have is how we can take the specific database backup. So these are the different regex you want if you want to take the backup. So like this one, this will exclude the backup. So this is going to exclude the backup MySQL and test database if you have any. So this will exclude. If you want to know that how this regex is working, then you have a website here. It's called regex learning. So just like here in this example we have, let me copy this one. This will tell you that is to exclude. So this is a negative regex. So if you see here, it's a negative lookup. It's saying that from this point, you see here, from after the question mark, it's a negative lookup and specifies a group that cannot match after the main expression. So this will exclude the backup of the certain schemas mentioned in this backup. So it will not backup these MySQL and test. And in this one, like you see here, dump only MySQL and test. So this is not a negative. If you check this one here, it will say that capturing group multiple tokens together and create capture group for extracting substring. Using this one, like if you see here, beginning matches the beginning of the string, or the bringing of the line in the multiple flag is enabled. So this means it will like match this, and it will take the backup only these two statements, only these two MySQL and test. So if you want to take only one, then all you need to do is that escape this one and just take this backup. Okay, so that's how you can take. So or you can do this one as well. So it will only take the backup of MySQL. And if you want to take like if you do not dump all the databases starting with the test, so this is how you can eliminate the backup. You want to take the backup of those which starts with the test. So any database which is starting with the test, it will take the backup of everything. So this is how I have mentioned this website here, regexer.com. You can learn about how we can apply the regex. Frankly speaking, I don't use this much, but obviously there are certain scenarios where you can use this, and you can apply this MySQL dumper to your databases. Okay, so then in case you want to take in case you have a big table and you want to take the backup of this mydumper tables using mydumper, but you want them to be into chunks, so like in terms of rows or something like that. So that's how you can take it. So we have this query here, like this statement here, and if I do it, let me edit this if in case I need this. Okay, so this is minus t means that these are the threads, like 8 threads I want to use. Then per chunk it will have 10,000 rows, and this is the output directory where it will save it backups. And then transaction consistent only. This means that if you are using only transaction table like such as InnoDB, and using this option will minimize the locking. So this is gonna help you with the minimizing the locking. And let me take the backup here. Okay, so if you see here, it's employees. So these are the chunks now. Like every SQL statement will have around 10,000 lines, rows per file. So this is how you can take the backup of your files in terms if you want to divide them into chunks. So that's how you can do it, and by providing the rows, this one, and 8 threads mean that it will run multiple threads. So it's called parallelism. That's how you can use the parallelism. Let me start continue after that. Okay, so next we have is in case you want to take the backup of a table or any full database, any database using the regex. And in case I'm here taking the backup of only the employees table, and if you want to take a compressed backup, then how you can do that is just by providing this -- compress. Then you can take the backup of the whole table, but it will be a compressed one. So here is the command I have taken, and I'm using 5 threads. This is going to open 5 processes, and okay. So obviously it took some time because you need to compress them. If you see here, this is going to create gzip files, and if you want to unzip them, then you use it like gzip, ungzip, and something like that. There's a software, there's a tool which you can do with that, with unzip or gunzip. So that's how you can do that. So then okay, so next we have is backing up only the data. So for data, this is the only option we need to provide. So that okay, sorry, so dash no schemas. So if you want to take only the backup of the data, so that's how you can do it. That just provide the dash no schema, then it will take the backup of only the data only. Okay, so it will not take the backup of the schema. Okay, so that's how you can use the mydumper. And if you guys have any questions related to mydumper, then you can comment below and I will respond to your comments. I love to receive comments and receive questions, and I like to answer them. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and like, share and this video. And goodbye till next time.